So you're not going to believe this. Apparently with this whole GameStop situation, people start to, point fingers and, say it's because of this, it's because of this, it's because of this. This is the reason why these people are coming together and, being able to buy all of this stuff. And right now, what they're talking about is stimulus checks and saying that stimulus checks are the reason that all of these people are coming together and spending money, being able to have, what was it, $20 billion of buying power. So before I get started on this, please hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. And make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. So with all of the people that are struggling, I talk about stimulus all the time, and a bunch of you know this. But there's a lot of people that are struggling, that really need food, that really need help. And it's not because of the stimulus checks that people are buying up these stocks. I mean, they probably have a small portion where they can buy something that's a miscellaneous purchase rather than a bill or anything like that, because it's called stimulus. You're supposed to stimulate the economy. When you pay bills, you don't stimulate the economy. But when you buy at all of these retail stores, you are stimulating the economy. So if you want to apply it there, then yes, by saying that stimulus checks are the reason that the economy is thriving a little bit, or anytime it does get an increase, stimulus checks may be the reason that, a stock price goes up because it flows to the business. However, it's showing that the stock market and the economy is not actually correlated because people are struggling, but the stock market is always booming. So this article that I wanted to get into talks about the fact that billionaires are blaming the GameStop surge on the fact that people are getting stimulus checks. They're saying, where is all of this money coming from? There's $20 billion of buying power behind these people. Where are all these people getting this money from? Now, I don't know if they know how stocks work, but mainly the people that actually have the money are spending the money there. So you can say that GameStop, it's $325. You think that anybody can justify $325, especially since you had stimulus checks 8 months ago. That was $1,200. You think they held that for that long to wait for GameStop in order to buy it? Or this $600, you think that they're spending the whole $600 on GameStop stock? No, that's not the case. It's people like me that can afford the GameStop stocks. Now, I didn't buy any GameStop positions, but that doesn't defeat the fact that I can. There's a lot of other people that can't and they won't. So if you're blaming this on the fact that we're getting stimulus checks just to probably wipe out these stimulus checks, it's ridiculous. There are a lot of people that are struggling, and the fact that we have the thought of $2,000 per month or $2,000 of a single check or $1,400 is going to help them out dramatically. So billionaire Jeffrey Gundlach, the quote-unquote bond king, is actually the person that's blaming the government for giving people stimulus checks and giving them the buying power to pay for these GME purchases. He said in this case, there were 2.1 million people that somehow got organized on Reddit and managed to get 20 billion in buying power. And they found the opportunity to pile drive these hedge funds. Yes, I think that the people that are in this Reddit actually have the money to be able to invest, right? And especially at the lower tier, you have a lot of people at the lower tier that wanted to pay, $40 per share, $60 per share, not $320 per share. But it's not stimulus checks that's doing this. Let me know if you use your stimulus check to buy stocks or if you bought food. It makes no sense to any billionaire that comes out and blames anything on something that's supposed to stimulate the economy and help out poor people. If you're a person that comes out with billions of dollars and decides to tell people where they're spending their money, you need to off, because it makes no sense whatsoever why you would come out and say, oh, I'm a billionaire, but it's the stimulus checks that's making people buy up all of these stocks and come at these hedge funds. And I understand you have two sides to where you are. You understand that hedge funds are getting what is coming to them, right? But then you also are blaming it on stimulus checks when you don't actually know what's happening. They got together the $20 billion of buying power because of people like me that can spend thousands of dollars on stocks, because of other people that are in the same boat that I am, that are financially well off, that can pretty much buy a lot of shares of these stock. It's not one person buying one share of stock. It's one person buying $100,000 worth of stock, or $10,000 or $5,000 or whatever. It's not buying one share. Now, there are people that are buying one share that can afford it, but most people are buying, more than one share just to be able to gain these profits, or they held onto it for a long period of time. So in my opinion, stimulus checks are not driving this. We need help. There's a lot of people that need help. $2,000 will be a driving force to help people pay their bills, to pay for gas, to pay for food, to pay for rent, to pay for, their children to pay for their children to have school supplies, whatever it actually is. They're paying for this just to be able to get through their everyday life every single day, every single week, every single month. So no, stimulus checks are not the reason why people are investing into these stocks.